I'm just noting how massive this double terminated smoky quartz is, how clear it is. Lemurian, what we deal with. Mm-hmm. You got that nickel iron meteorite right there, dead center. Carbon rich. Intergalactic metal. Crystal. And cut these things open. Geometric pattern is crystalline. It's not like malted metal and you just pour it into a mold and it cools into the mold. That thing was traveling in space so long it crystallized, you know. And then of course the pyrite dodecahedron, one of the 5 Platonic solids, representing the element ether, sealing up the sulfur aspect of the melanin trinity of affinity. Special piece, very special piece, holds a very special spot in our gate. Then we get to smaller versions. Some of this technology we need to have on our person, navigating the 5G. 5G is a very peculiar, unprecedented frequency we're going to be having to move through every day. Never have we had to move through this much microwave radiation on a day in and day out basis. So we got the wearables, the crystal quartz, the blue kyanite, the green quartz, aquamarine, the spirit quartz, your amethyst, black tourmaline, smoky citrines. Again, green kyanite, the scepter, the Sha'angaan amethyst, crucial piece. Doesn't look like much from a distance, but mystical little piece. Double terminated apatite again. One more of them rubies there. Ruby by itself in the miniature wearable ankh. Again, that's the green kyanite. You got the amethyst there. More of those variations of quartz crystals. And of course the blue kyanite, one of the crowd favorites. Yes, I. Then we see the potential even when we're working in the element of wood, in the various woods and their various essences. Sky is the limit. Sky is the limit. The wood kingdom has so much to offer, especially when it's synchronized with precious metals and sacred gems. You know, you get a whole nother level of instrumentation when we incorporate the wood. All kind of wood. Bamboo. Brazilian cherry. This piece right here. Oh my goodness. Just got to this point today. But I'm really excited about this. The colors and these stones, how they synchronize with the wood. This is a very special piece. It's going to be one hard to part with. I'm trying to tell you. I'd be surprised if we let it go anytime soon. But it is going to be phenomenal. It's going to be like nothing else we've ever created once it's finished. It already is. But yeah, this garnet crystal, naturally occurring garnet crystal. See the points on that thing? Not cut, not polished. Just straight sacred geometry at work. Sacred geometry at work. And then the ruby needs no explanation. You know? Thick enough to fit in this ankh perfectly. You see I marred it up a little bit. I'm gonna clean it up around the edges. Trying to get that ruby in there. You know? It'll look something like this when it's finished. But again, each of these is its own entity. We do our best to keep them all as unique as possible, even though they have a tendency to be familiar. The subtleties make them all distinct. This one too. This one's going to be something really special when it's done. It's a mystery wood. We believe it's redwood, but it's salvage wood. Something pulled off an old piece of furniture that was breaking down. And most of the wood, all the wood had to be replaced, but the wood that was on it wasn't all rotten out. There's portions of it. This is a remnant of the stuff that was still good. And man, again, just the color and the texture, the hardness of this wood. This piece is going to be something very special, I promise you, when it's finished. And again, we're here with the mountain laurel. Mountain laurel. Looks like it's scarred and marred. We call it character. As you know, a crack will penetrate all the way through, especially a crack that well defined. But there's bark on the inside of there, you know. These trees are very old. These shrubs, to get a piece of this wood this thick, this is a very old plant. This was a very old plant. And by the grace of the Most High, we don't cut them down. We find them laying on the wayside and repurpose them, you know. So yeah, that mountain laurel, that thing is gonna finish up so nice. Oh my goodness gracious. I gotta forgive me again. I got a fetish for the woods. This is another piece of the mountain laurel. I'll give you a glimpse of what it looks like once it's coated with the teak oil. I'm not sure if I'm putting teak oil on that one or not. I enjoy the texture of the wood myself personally. And once you teak it, they all kind of got that shellac kind of finish to them, and it ain't the same as when they're just filed down to a fine grain, and you can actually hear the wood when you rub your fingers across it. Woodcutter fetishes. Honey locust, another one of my favorites. The very first wood I carved an unk out of. Honey locust. This one again, you can see we got a little bit of rot setting in, but super hard wood, and I really feel that it just offers character to it. Some won't dig it, other ones will appreciate it for its imperfections, for its perfect imperfections. Once we finish with it, I think that which could be perceived as an imperfection will be seen as a distinguishable character. So here we go, down here. These ones are not quite done. Just give you different phases of the process. That one still needs to be filed and sanded, work out some of those grooves from the grinding process. This one is an experimental piece. We're not really sure which way we're going to go with it. Just trying out different things. Yep, these pieces are just waiting for the marching orders. Peach, some more of that Brazilian cherry. That's a piece of black walnut. That's another piece of that mountain laurel. That is a piece of American cherry. Again, this is another one of the mystery woods. We pick up so much wood sometimes we can't tell what it is if we haven't worked with it before. We got a piece of black walnut. That's going to be a very handsome little unk when it's done. Black walnut is, man, steals the show. This is a piece of that honey locust, all dressed up and ready for the party. Yeah, with that smoky African citrine. I can't remember what country. I think in Namibia that they get that smoky citrine from. But talking about dressed up and ready for the party. See if you can see that citrine. It's kind of hard to tell. You can kind of see the golden hue in there, but it is certainly a citrine. It's just optically clear. Double terminated. Set in honey locust, which itself is a gold colored wood. Then we got the melanin trinity of affinity popping off in this thing with the pyrite sphere, which is sulfur rich, the copper wiring, and the shungite sphere, which is carbon rich. That's your melanin trinity of affinity. Carbon, copper, and sulfur. And that theme will run through a lot of what we do. Not every piece, but every chance we get, we try to work that theme into the works. Melanin is such a crucial element within us that connects us interdimensionally. It connects us to the three-dimensional world, but it also connects us to the multi-universe. The realm of spirit, the realm of thought, the realm of intention, the realm of the infinite. That's some peach wood down there. Same way, just full of character. Little cracks and fissures. Sometimes, like I say, it's part of the message, part of the lesson in the wood. Peach is a very handsome wood. And you'll notice, what I notice is a lot of times the wood is the same color as the fruit. So the peach wood has a peach tone. Cherry wood has a cherry tone. And some more peach wood. This is American cherry. One of my favorites, of course. All of them. I'm just going to keep hearing me saying they're all my favorites, but goodness gracious, cherry. Another little piece of cherry. And then another one of them little peach. Not quite yet know which way it wants to go, but One day, its number will get called. Yeah, y'all. Well, this is what we're doing at Infinite Treasures. We're taking some of the things that are seen as waste in the world, turning them into functional devices. You know, taking waste and turning it into wealth, something that's worth something. Yes, something with a purpose and a meaning, practical application. Gems, minerals, woods, sacred metals, dialing them into sacred geometric form, offering them a new channel, a new purpose. Yes, www.infinitetreasures.org. Check it for yourself. I believe all these are up there. If you see something out here that's not on the website, please message us. And we will make sure we get it where, if it's got your name on it, you can put your fingers on it. Yes, hope y'all enjoyed. Catch you next time. And if you appreciate what we're offering, subscribe to the channel. All right, be blessed, be safe, and yes, much love and respect.